We were not really group leaders because we had no group. We had 2 heads and had 1 technician. This was sort of, I mean, we were basically, I think, independent postdocs. Yeah. But we were thrown together in one small lab, which was so small that we couldn't even have our own desk for as an office. Yeah. It was a very small cubicle, and finally I got a room downstairs, and it worked out and so on. Somehow we squeezed in, and on the one hand it was a unique opportunity for both of us to have a position which was independent, and we could follow up our own research, because at that time this was really rare. Yes. Unlike in the States where you had assistant professorships which you could apply for, in Europe usually people were research assistants to professors or directors or so. And they were weisungsgebunden in German, meaning they had to do what the director was telling them. Yeah. So they were not independent. Yes. Only in the Max Planck Society in Tübingen, where I had done my PhD, there was one institute with 4 junior group leader positions. And this was a singular and unique small institute. And the EMBL was also of the same shape. And this was pretty new and great. Essentially a wonderful idea. And then I did a postdoc in Walter Gering's lab, and I had freedom. I mean, I could do what I chose my project and did it. And then I continued with a fellowship in another professor's lab to do a second postdoc, and this guy also said, I don't care what you're doing because you have your own money. So having an own fellowship is also giving you a certain independence. Yes, so I had first I had an EMBO fellowship, and then I had a DFG fellowship. So I was trying to keep as much independence as ever possible. Yeah. Because I hated being told things. Yeah. I mean, already at school. So I insisted on being independent. Yeah.
That's great, and it's actually a really good lesson, I think, and important to communicate to young scientists today, that rapidly building a lot of people that you're responsible for doesn't necessarily correlate with success, often inversely. When you're young and productive and able to work, being able to work with a small amount of administrative responsibility, but a lot of independence, is one of the best things that can happen to you.
Yeah, and then also we didn't have to care about money, but we were not very expensive, and we had a very small lab, so the status was really low. I mean, we were the lowest in status of all the group leaders, I'm sure, but we didn't care much.